Well, hey guys, in this lesson, this is the big daddy of why people buy and buy from you. I learned this from my son a million years ago. He's like 11 years old. He decided he's going to start his own business. He's knocking on doors for his junk removal business and asking, do you have any old couches or a lawnmower or a chair that we can take to the dump? And so he did that. His first day out, he made $250. I was blown away. He was 11 years old. I say, Matthew, how do you do this? And he said something amazing to me. He said, Daddy, you just don't get it. He goes, you think these people are giving me their couches and lawnmowers and chairs because they want to get rid of their couches and lawnmowers and chairs? And I said, of course. He said, no, Daddy. He said, they're doing this because it makes them feel good to do business with an 11-year-old. You see, this guy knew his value even then. He said, I got like 2 years left of cuteness and it's over, So he just knows, he knew at that time that he had a small window that people would have a desire to do business with him. Like he went right to there because people want to get there. But people were buying not because of his product. People are going to buy from you, not necessarily because of your product and your service and your delivery and all that stuff. They're buying it initially because they like you. They have to like you. They have to like the idea of you, or you don't have a chance to get in. And then they'll trust you. Trust that you will do good for them. We'll talk about that in a minute. But of these two, like which one comes first? This is the order. Nobody. I always ask people like in big conferences, now just the women, how many of you women have ever gone out on a second date? Not a first date, a second date with someone that you didn't like at all, but you trusted them? No hands go up. So it's not about trust. People say, oh, they got to trust it. No, they got to like you first. Then it very quickly goes to trust. So they like you first, it goes to trust, and then you worry about belief. Now, belief is where you give all your credentials. That's where your resume comes in. That's where all your case studies and your past history and all the proof comes in. But you don't lead with that. That's number 3. Step one of your discovery call when you're meeting somebody or when you're in a networking event is just, to be likable. Get them to like you first. Have them get in their mind, just see themselves doing business with you. Or if on the phone, be energetic, be enthusiastic. Have the first part of your discovery call, your introduction and setting your agenda. This is your time to shine. This is your time to just be a human. This is your time to kind of move that from like. And then once they kind of like you, and this happens to you, once you like somebody, you're kind of looking for reasons to trust them. It's like an unfair advantage for the poor. You're looking for reasons. And then once you trust them, then you're looking for reasons to believe them, instead of looking for reasons not to. And then, the desire is a tough one. This one, in the business world, is very difficult to get there. Once you're there, it's smooth sailing. You got no competition. But this is like you stopping your car and buying lemonade from 2 girls on the side of the road. And you're not really thirsty. You just want to make those girls feel good, and makes you feel good by making them feel good. Well, if your customer feels good, now this happens sometimes when people give you referrals, and they're just happy, and they get sort of ownership of your success when they start giving you referrals, and it makes them feel good to give you referrals. I have that with some of my clients too. It makes me feel good to help their business and all that stuff. So why do people buy? People buy because they like you, they trust you, and they believe you, in that order. So now the question is, trust you for what? Trust you for being a good person and understanding all that. But at the end of the day, it's the trust that you They believe and trust and like the fact that you are working for them to help them accomplish their goals, their vision, their future. So you stay focused on that in the beginning, and then you follow through. Then people will love to buy. Remember, people hate to be sold, but they love to buy. They love to buy, and they love to buy from people they like, trust, and believe. You become that person. I tell everybody, if you want to be a great salesperson, first be a great person. Live by this, and you'll get more customers than you know what to do with. All right? So the question you have to ask yourself today, and the roles and the questions to ask, and I'll put a PDF underneath here, is, how do I get people to like me? How do I get people to trust me? How do I get people to believe me? And I'll give you a tip. It's asking these questions of yourself, and then taking the actions that you would expect to see for if you wanted to like somebody and trust somebody and believe that they would get you to your goals. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Go get them. This is a big one to remember. The person that is liked the most gets more business. Go get them. Talk to you soon.